Why Shikhar was asked that question is because some of his numbers, now of course we remember his century against Australia in the World Cup, but this is Shikhar, right? This is Shikhar in his last few innings in ODIs and in T20s. And the thing is, he's got, of course, those 200s there. There's the 143, there's the 117. There's a 75, you see a 66. Otherwise, but Shikhar does this, right? I mean, Shikhar's almost got this magnetic effect on the 30, right? He sort of stays around there. So, but when Shikhar starts going, when Shikhar's in form, he's delightful to watch.
Right? Yeah. So I think we have to understand the numbers.
Yeah.
I think it's very important to understand the numbers, and by that I mean, in looking at just numbers, and you're looking at one batsman who's Shikhar Dhawan at the top of the order, when really he doesn't bat alone at the top of the order. I know he might not have got runs, but he bats with Rohit Sharma. So in the case of a one-day international, you've got to look at the opening partnership to see how they're doing. So on the day where he goes out there and he gets second ball and he gets 2, right? Absolutely nothing you can do. The ball's new. Yes, it's a failure, but cricket is a game where you'll fail more than you succeed. It's just how it is.
True.
If you succeed more than you fail, then you're the Don, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's only one Don, right? No, there's another who's trying to...
another little Don
another
coming
little guy
from the same country.
You know, who's... and I suppose you could go to Virat as well. But even Virat, if you look at Virat's numbers and you say, every other time Virat gets you a score, essentially that's kind of 50%, right? And 50%, as we look around, if you go to any business and the guy is saying he's delivering half the time, he's getting fired, that guy, right? So once every 4 times, according to those numbers that we just saw, it's not bad at all, particularly if we're talking about a guy who's opening the batting.
Yeah.
And when I say understand the numbers, let's not look at it in isolation and look at Shikhar Dhawan on his own. The numbers he'll be disappointed with are the ones where he's probably faced more than 25 balls and then got out. What you're talking about, the 30.
Yeah.
The 30 of like 25 balls, he's got himself a start and he's just about past that new ball. And in 2020s, we can go maybe 15 balls. You know, if he's gone past the 15 ball mark and he feels that I've got myself in and then gets out, he'll be disappointed about that, because opening batsmen have it hard right at the start. If they get through that phase, then they put their team in a good position, because then they can go through and bat a long time. So once every 4 times, I don't think it's too bad. I think sometimes, because of the nature of the game and the nature of the way India play, be aggressive, go at it, and Shikhar plays like that. You got to take the good with the bad. Sometimes he's going to try and be aggressive to give the side a good start, and he's not going to get away.
Yeah.
In times past, yes, perhaps he was a little more consistent, or a little more prolific, in that it might have been once every 3.5 times.
Yeah.
But let's not make it seem like it's a whole lot more he did before, because it isn't. It's not a whole lot more. It's just a little bit more, which seems a whole lot more. Once every 4 times, it's okay. You want better, because India wants to be the best side in the world and you want to have the best openers and so forth. Once every 3 times, then the guy's going great guns.
Can I just throw one more point up there? Because whenever, like you say so rightly, with opening partnerships, and you got to compare those, especially when he's played 25, 28 balls, 30 balls. Remember, if he's played 5 overs, that means the opening partnership's probably gone 10 or 12 overs. So you also have to see the effect it's had, and has Rohit got big runs over there? Because if you've got a 50-run, 60-run, 70-run partnership, then you've actually done your team a favor. So you're so right, you can't see those numbers purely in isolation and say, no, that's not.
And a lot of time that's happened, that, Rohit's just teed off and Shikhar's just giving him strike. And you'll see, he might have got 28, 29, maybe a 100-run partnership. That's one. The second is, Shikhar is, very interestingly, a very, very good tournament player.
Yeah.
He's not a great bilateral player as he is a tournament player. Something in tournaments. So if you look at ICC tournaments, Shikhar's
Asia Cup, Champions, this World Cup as well. It's sad that he got injured after that beautiful 100, because you said, oh man, if Rohit would have got 500s and Shikhar would have got another couple because he was in form. Oh, you never know, you never know.
Exactly. And that's my point, that he does bring himself a little up for the bigger occasion. Bilateral, he's never been that good as he has been in these trilateral, multilateral tournament, big tournaments. The bigger the tournament, Shikhar seems to just enjoy that a bit.
And hang on, that works, right? Because we're always preparing for a World Cup. Brings it back, eh? Brings it back. You need him.
Always brings it back.
Because you're always preparing for a World Cup.